This weekend I participated along with Nick from Blown Piston Motorsport in the Fuji 6Hrs. This would be our second endurance race together, as we had already done the Kota 6Hrs with some success. And even though we didn't have an incredible amount of practice, we were still very confident and looking forward to the race. And now, without any more faffing about, let's dive right into qualifying.
Oh, that exit. Hell yeah, let's go.
That's a lot better.
I didn't have any wet or dry practice, so I'm honestly quite happy with this pace.
Life 42 is good.
It is surprising that it is so far back.
Yeah, it's just really competitive. It's top split, and it's just apparently this is a really competitive split.
Yeah.
And this is also where we found out that we weren't really prepared for the dry weather qualifying, as we had both only really practiced in the wet. I also couldn't really improve on this time anymore, and so that would mean we would start in 13th position.
Because I am a genius, I have already set up the MFD. Nick Harper, Neil Wets for the pit.
And so here we are for the race start. Obviously it is a 6-hour race, so it's just about keeping your nose clean, not getting any damage along the way. Because it takes so long to repair any damage. If we get any damage now, we will most likely keep it for the coming 6 hours.
It's go! Porsche up the middle.
But luckily we are in a low downforce BMW, so we have amazing straight line speed and we can just follow all of the cars around us. To avoid any carnage, I'm just looking up the inside here, but as this Merc is looking very aggressive, I'm just giving him a bit of space. But as you can see, the inside already opens up again, so I just go for it.
Mercury joining.
Oh, here in front is also carnage.
And everybody is obviously still looking for position and fighting for space. So we just give plenty of space, make sure to keep the car clean. We just drive around the outside of this guy.
Might go around the corner, unless he's going to hang it all the way around the outside. Which he's doing,
Okay.
Watch the Porsche on the inside.
Yeah.
You're right, you hit the curb, we should be fine now.
And with that, we most likely survived all of the first lap carnage and we kept the car clean. So let's go.
Oh, it's already raining, okay.
He's already started spitting out, is it?
Yeah.
And even though we are all on slicks, it would stay dry for quite a while.
Oh, thank you. Cheers.
Should be clear. Oh, not that. It sounds like it should be clear from stuff for now, but apparently not.
People already starting to make mistakes.
Looks like it. So we're +1 from the start. I'll take that. Yes, what's happening? Yeah, it's Olivia. It's OSW.
So before the end of the first lap, we are already in P12, gained 1 position, and we are now behind the Mercedes of Mr. Sousa ahead.
Because I don't really do videos.
And I don't really do streams.
Yeah, exactly.
Do I go for it here?
And obviously you guys know me, I go for it. The move was very clean and yeah, I just had a lot of space, so I sent it down the inside here.
This guy is very brave though.
Yeah, he did not want to give that up. I would expect him to hang it in there for the... No, he's going up. Okay, cool. He might look to send it.
No. Oh.
He's fighting very hard for P11 2 laps into a 6-hour race.
It was scary.
That's what you want to see.
Yeah.
And just like that, we are already up to P11. The next laps would be kind of boring, so let's skip ahead.
Oh no, what's the... Oh, the meatball flag, I mean.
That's a meatball, isn't it?
Oh, fighting.
As Tonchik and Mr. Pinto are fighting a lot, and like a shark, I'm already positioning myself to take advantage.
More fight. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. Ciao. Ciao, ragazzi.
Oh.
And just like that, we gain 2 more positions and we are up to P9.
I'll chop you off on the exit.
Hey.
He's going to try and lean on you by the looks of it. Oh, Merc, please be kind. Please be kind. Good boy. Beautiful double move. Just coming back at you though.
No chance.
Piper's coming through.
Okay.
I'll do 1 for now.
Okay.
And just 7 laps later, the hypercar leader was already passing us.
Already lapping. Wow, they are quick.
And a few laps later we would get a nice freebie, because as I am approaching this corner, Mr. Salomon in 7th place. I legit don't know where he is coming from here, but if you look in the rear view mirror, there he suddenly appears, and yeah, we have another freebie, so we are now up in P8.
Go get drinks, well, that's very dry if I'm going to be in for 2 hours.
All good.
And by now it was getting wetter and wetter.
Okay, it's getting more wet.
And we are also preparing for the first driver swap where Nick would get in the car. And while ideally I wanted to box this lap and switch drivers, Nick was still getting some stuff, getting a drink, preparing himself for his stint, so I had to stay out for one more lap. But as you can see, some of the leaders, and there are quite a few cars actually pitting already. And we are now effectively up to P3, but let's see where we end up after the pit stops. And with the conditions changing so rapidly, it's becoming more and more difficult to actually judge the braking zones.
Bit deep.
Yep. I was fiddling with the traction control.
Ah, right.
But it's getting wetter and wetter now. I also already saw 2 getting into the pit, so we might have to consider.
Okay, what do you want to do? Do you want to do them? Do you want me to do the do a double?
Yeah, sure. You can get in the car, it's fine.
Okay, cool. 2 minutes.
Box this lap.
And so yeah, with these changing conditions you really have to think on the fly and, you know, adjust. But luckily we managed to do so.
Woo! It's getting wet. Yeah, I'll go box. It's getting scary now. Even with 9 ABS.
And so at this point the car was really trying to overtake me and spin, but it was just about bringing it back.
Yeah, it's time to consider wet tires, it says.
And generally when the GUI says it's time to switch, it's very much safe to do so, so let's actually do it.
Cool, good time to get a drink and grab a handful of food then.
Yeah, perfect, perfect time. Okay, yeah, I'm coming in.
Okay.
I even had to increase the TC a little bit because it's so slippy.
Okay, cool, no worries.
New wets, Nick Harper. Yeah, we are fine.
Yeah, do you want to do 2 clicks and wang for us?
Yeah, I did already.
And so we were running quite low rear wing. And so when it was becoming more and more wet, the car will become unstable. And so we adjusted by 2 clicks up in the pit stop.
I don't have much faith in this, we put us this far down.
Yeah.
And so now Nick was in the car for his first stint, and I will be swapped to the role of race engineer and spotter at the same time.
Pinto behind you, he's quite feisty.
And luckily it's actually quite easy to fire up the wets and get some grip out of them. So this outlap, while it is still quite difficult, it would be manageable even in these wet conditions.
So we lost 2 from going along the bollocks of it.
Yeah, it's fine.
But as you can see, the 3 cars ahead already have their tires fired up, and so they will drive away for a little bit. But once Nick's tires will come into their window, Nick will be able to settle in and just drive a nice pace. But as you can see, even in the first outlap, 130R is already very doable, and yeah, if you just take it slow, it's very manageable.
Hypercar coming past.
Yeah, oh god. I'm steering wide through that.
And the first hyper-terrorists were already approaching.
Oh god.
Oh.
Fuck's sake. Beautiful. I made it like 5 corners before getting yellow front and rear.
Hey. It's fine, it's fine.
Luckily it was only yellow damage on the front and rear bumper. This will slow us down a bit, but not too much. And then we have this situation. Nick finds a very nice move on Mr. Tomczyk, gets the run on him.
What an idiot.
As Tomczyk goes defensive, forcing Nick to go around the outside. And to be honest, they both give each other plenty of space here. And now Nick does the switchback, goes on the inside, and now there is this moment where he just touches our rear.
Oh, what? Oh! Well done, well done, well done.
My tyres are very fucking hot.
Yeah, just take it slow for a lap. Well done. Well done. That could have been 100 million times worse.
Was that on me? Did I close up on him a bit?
No, that was
the room. He just...
That was 100% him. I'll go check.
I thought I was clear, and I just started taking my line, and then...
Yeah, he just ran into you.
Yeah.
And so obviously it is a team race, so I can take it up for my teammate, let him know it's not appreciated, and hope they keep it in mind for the next moves. And so at this point I was just checking the car for damage.
Honestly, the car is still looking pretty much fine. I don't really see any visual damage.
It's mostly cosmetic. It's only yellow, so it's annoying. We're going to be like 4 or 5k slower in a straight line, which, considering how long the straight is here, it's a bit annoying. It's not terrible. It just means it might be a bit more difficult to fight on the straight. So
we should still be on lower wing than the rest of them, I think, on average. Maybe the top guys have low wing, but one more BMW behind you. It's P2.
And we were slowly identifying the teams to be aware of.
It's a Red Bull livery, but it's white. On the outside.
Yeah, I'm just letting them go.
That's fine. Yeah, nice.
I was trying to get a move on around the outside of Pinto, but it wasn't really happening.
No.
Oh my god, this is such a fast.
Oh, the Tom Cheek guy.
It's gone. Yeah.
And so Tom Cheek was really struggling in the wets here. You can see it, he's going wide everywhere. So let's see if Nick actually can take advantage of this and pass him cleanly this time.
You would think like if he's struggling this much, he would maybe yield, you know? Like focus on myself, but no. Okay, he gives the inside.
But luckily he gives the inside line, which means Nick will be able to outbrake him heading into T1.
Nice work.
And that would mean that after some incidents we were now in P10, closing down the gap to miss the Pinto ahead. Our car was set up for wet weather driving, and this is really where it was starting to show. We had a lot of good pace and yeah, we were just closing the gap.
Whoa.
But obviously small mistakes like that don't really help. Luckily we were able to keep Tom Cheek behind.
Nice, well recovered. Tom Cheek still behind you.
Yeah, that's the main thing I want him, but not want him in front of me again.
Oh, sorry.
And just a lap later we would see how treacherous the conditions actually were.
Oh, Spangler's gone.
Because that guy had really amazing pace. And he just binned it.
Okay. Yes, nice. He's also struggling on traction.
Obviously after having a spin your tires are really warm, so he was struggling on traction. This would mean Nick is on the inside here and he would be able to outbrake him.
Oh wow. Does he make the corner now?
But the Lexus goes extremely deep and Nick has to fight a bit more on the outside here, but now he's on the inside. Will he get the move done? It is very close, 50 minutes into the race. We are fighting for position door to door.
This is racing, gentlemen. Nice move. Ferrari on the outside. He can wait. Oh, Spangler's gone. Spangler's gone.
And just like that, we were clear for Mr. Spangler and we would be able to drive away a bit.
And he got almost punted by Hyper.
Oof.
Nice work.
Ooh, that was stressful.
Very good. Maybe then the front left is overheating a bit too much.
But 2 laps later, as Spangler was putting the pressure, Nick almost spun out again. He was running a little bit too low TC settings, I think, for these conditions. And sadly this time it would also mean that Mr. Tom Cheek is now also ahead again. And as a teammate you are thinking, what do I do to help him? But really there's not much you can do.
And they've got loads more fuel than the guys around us.
Yep.
So we were starting to look for silver linings.
Trying to find silver linings to this very black storm cloud. I don't know.
What is black? I don't see anything black. We're doing fine.
I wish we had the weather.
Oh. Fair enough.
And just cracking some shitty jokes does really help to lighten the pressure and help the mood.
Yeah, okay. That's steady-ish pace. It feels fucking slow.
You're only 6/10 of the leader.
But honestly, at this point Nick was actually driving some really good pace.
Stay positive, Nick.
And so I was just trying to make it clear that we were doing fine.
Figure out how to be positive once.
And just when it seemed we would get a freebie and didn't actually get one,
Right? Freebie? Question mark?
this actually happened.
You think so? Oh, Tom Cheek. He's off.
Yeah.
He's off.
And I will promise to never ever do that again.
Ciao, ciao.
But with that we were now back in P11.
I'd much rather be a little bit slow through this sector and not lose the car.
And while I was having a piss preparing for my stint,
Don't worry about finding like half a tenth here or there.
this comedy gold happened.
Never mind, he says he loses the car.
Nice one, Nick. But that also meant we were now back in P11 as we had just passed Salomon.
Box, 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 box.
And with the tank running out, it was now time for Nick to box and for me to take over again.
New wets 0.89, full tank. Switch driver, do not repair.
Perfect.
And while I didn't know it at the time, I thought I would be in the car for 2 hours or something. I would be in the car for 2.5 hours, maybe a little bit more. And so this would be my longest stint ever. Luckily, I was feeling very confident and prepared, so let's go. And I was now back in the car. I was really looking forward to the wet weather driving. I had prepared for it quite a bit. And I was very impressed with myself, to be honest, in the practice lobbies with the pace I was driving. So yeah, I was having a lot of confidence here. And as you know from me, I instantly have my tire tab open so I can monitor the temperatures and see when I can start really pushing. And just a lap later, while approaching T1, this happens. Tom Cheek is sending it down the inside.
Oh, thank you. Ciao.
Oh,
And with that, he spins out Mr. Finotti. This now gives me the position for free.
Oh,
yep.
oh my god, what are we doing, guys?
Oh, the Alpine.
Fuck you, bro. Fuck you. Go fuck yourself.
And while I am generally never this animated, this was a true FU moment.
Absolute hypercar moment right there.
Holy fuck.
BMW bullying his way through and then the fucking Alpine just trying to sling it around the outside somewhere he didn't have space. In the wet nonetheless as well.
Whoa. The heart rate that went up a little bit.
Yeah.
But to be honest, that is always a nice benefit, especially in the middle of the night, when you got some adrenaline back in your body and it's actually way easier to focus now. And as you can see ahead, one of the hyper-terrorists is assaulting one of the GT3s.
Oh.
That makes him run wide and I now have an opportunity.
Oh, he's that Porsche. It's really struggling. Fucking hell. Oh, he half thought about coming back at you.
Yeah, that's why I went back on the throttle. I went screw it.
And so I closed the door on him again and I am now in P9. Let's close the gap to Mr. Lopez.
Is that the inside?
Hello?
Or never mind. Let's actually fight with his Porsche some more.
Okay.
This guy was really brave and using his corner speed, but luckily I was able to drive away from him again with my BMW power.
Tire on the inside. Hypercar.
And this was making it very tricky, a hypercar on the outside while I'm actually defending on the inside, but luckily I give him the space. We both managed to come out of the corner without any damage and I do have the traction to actually drive away a little bit from the Porsche here. So now in P9 and let's drive away.
You were 2 seconds a lap quicker than Lopez in front.
And there was the first sign of my pace in the wet, which for the next few laps I would bang in lap after lap.
Took out another 1.3 seconds to the guy in front.
Keep chipping away.
And yeah, I was just really feeling in the zone and this is what makes endurance racing so fun.
51 flat. It is quicker than the lead.
Fastest car on track at this point.
A couple of hypercars coming.
Okay.
And even with some traffic management here and there, we were still doing amazing pace. And just like that, in a few laps we were already on the back of Mr. Lopez and it was obvious that he was struggling a lot. As you can see, he's running deep everywhere. So it was just about finding a nice opportunity to actually send it down the inside. I have a ton of confidence, so I actually just do it instantly. And as Nick isn't really paying any attention, I get this pretty honestly amazing move done. And I keep it very clean, 0 damage, no contact, and yeah, up in P8. And so back to the lap montage we go. Let's close down the gap to Mr. Pinto ahead. It's 12 seconds now. Let's see if and how quickly we can close this gap. And as you can see, we were banging consistent 51s, which is in the wet very nice.
Like a flat plane that you draw on and then it gets meshed onto the car in the sim.
Wait, Briate is in the pit. He was the leader.
And that is a very weird moment to pit.
Why is he in?
So I was wondering, why is he in? Obviously Nick was already on the case.
Yeah, P10. Just didn't see him where he lost it.
Well, then it's a true freebie.
Oh, he got fucking hyper.
And so just like that, one of the leaders was actually punted off and had massive damage. This would now mean we gained a free position as long as they weren't able to close the gap back down again. But they were really quick. And honestly, props for them for staying in the race and actually trying to salvage something from it, as the gap with Pinto was still coming down lap after lap.
Might psycho lunge it into 2-1.
I hope not. Oh yes, he's going for it.
He's shaping up, yeah.
Yeah. Go. Now you have to make the corner. Thank you.
We're looking good for a top 10 at the moment.
Yeah.
And after a while you really start to build an understanding with the traffic.
Not quite where the game thought we should be, considering we're like car number 6 or whatever.
The rain is increasing again now.
But by now the gap to Pinto is 7.6.
About as consistent as you probably ever want to be.
Sí, señor.
51.02 to 51.04. 2022 was when I really used a wheel.
Oh damn. Oh, then you already improved very quickly.
Yeah, or Dave Cam.
Yeah.
Stuff Dave. Right.
Did Dave Cam do reviews?
Yeah, he does reviews every now and again.
Okay.
But, yeah, about pedals and stuff. In case you haven't realised, you've caught up to Pinto.
Yeah, I'm behind him, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So I haven't really been paying that much attention. It's like, oh yeah, you're within a half a second. Okay. Oh, that's him in front of you. Right, cool. I'm caught up.
I think he had an incident, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, you took 3 seconds out of the last lap. It's still just standard thumbsticks. I should probably stop talking to you, trying to catch trying to take Pinto.
That's fine. Hello, Mr. Pinto. How are you doing, mice? Oh, no. Okay, thank you.
And just like that we had caught up to Mr. Pinto and we're now passing him. We will send it down the inside. Let's see if we can make it stick. Obviously there's a hyper terrorist.
It's the Alpine, of course.
But luckily we get nice traction and should have the moved on here.
Cut back. Nicely done.
Cheers.
BMW coming past.
So by now in P6, and I also had the pace on Sousa.
Forecast is overcast though. It might actually dry out for a bit.
And while the conditions were changing,
when it's cold, air temp's 21, track's 24.6, so it's not going to dry out quick.
No, true.
I was hoping for it to stay wet because I had amazing pace in this condition.
Still got probably +1 maybe.
You wanna go? What the fuck are you doing? Oh my.
Oh, Toyota, fuck no.
Junior, yeah, I can see. Fuck me.
And yeah, with these insane closing speeds and people just wanting to chuck it up the inside or outside at every opportunity they get, you have to keep your eyes on stalks and really be aware of every situation at all times.
Oh, hot damn. Yeah, that's quick.
Don't know how you went from P8 to P6, but you did. Oh no, 7 minutes, you already got past.
As the track was drying out more and more and it was becoming time to actually consider switching to dry tires.
There's a definite dry line now.
Yeah.
React's on a massive offset steering drum now, he's got 6% fuel, so yeah, we should clear us in the pit. When we pit.
Can you at least make the fucking corner, man? Like, come on.
Fez is probably going to fall in through.
Go around the inside.
Tried.
And some prime traffic management right here, guys.
He was happy about that.
No, I know, but it's fine. In 4 minutes the condition will also change to slightly sunny.
So conditions were changing.
And then in 1.3 hours only it will start raining again.
We had to think on the fly.
If you want to drive in the rain, we gotta swap.
Plan out the stints while driving.
If I don't want to drive in the rain, or if I do want.
Yeah, if you don't want to drive in the rain.
That's fine, I'll drive in the... I mean, it'd be better off you being quick on the tarmac because you're quicker than I am on a quick track. So they're coming in.
It's getting there.
Yeah, but generally the crossover says like 48.
It's time to consider dry tires. Do I come in?
Give it one more.
Okay.
So we decided I would stay in.
Yeah, they're also extending one more, Sousa. Okay, I'll set up my pit stop. So I'm staying in?
Yeah, you stay in.
Okay, new wets, no, new dry, new mediums.
And you can truly recognize that I'm out of brain capacity when I suddenly start switching to Dutch.
Yeah, you might most do a bit of fuel save.
Is he staying out again? Okay, interesting.
Looks like
And there were some people who were opting to stay out because they didn't recognize how much faster the slicks were.
be careful, obviously cold tyres, wet pit lane when you come out as well.
And with a very nice pit entry, it would be now time to swap for the slicks. Let's see what pace we can do on these tires here. If we call this correctly, we should be able to gain a ton of time.
If I could react and Pelosi with the 2 litres, what the fuck I'm doing?
But obviously after driving on wets for a while and now on slicks,
The tires just don't want to stop at all.
Yeah, you could probably go about 3 laps to switch on.
Yeah.
Back off the 48 mediums.
but our cannery in the coal mine was proving that this was the best choice actually to be on. So it was just about warming them up and the pace would come.
We'll be taking multiple seconds out of him.
Very good.
And just like that, there's the pace. We now had heat in the tires and let's go.
No, well, we seem to have got a relatively dry version, although your wipers just take that break.
Oh no.
And as you can see, others are also pitting for slicks. But it is starting to drizzle again. But luckily so far this race, every time it started to drizzle, it did take a long time for the track to actually get wet. So hopefully it will be the same this situation, so we can actually use the slicks and gain a little bit of time. As we were now lapping 5 seconds a lap faster than the guys who were still on wets, as they were now cooking their tires.
It will also be in the struggle bus. First lap is difficult.
And there were still people coming out on slicks. They would still have to fire them up and it is very, very difficult to do. We were still doing 44s and we're now also starting to close the gap to Mr. Fargahead, who was doing 46s, 45s generally. The track was now becoming more and more wet and it was quite difficult to drive, but the slicks were still very much faster than the wet weather tires.
Macca's not the one in the dry, but looks a bit, seems to be pretty quick in the wet, but
Yeah.
struggling in the dry. Or he's gone for a very wet bias setup, so then he's got
Yeah,
shit
that
on
Tom
him.
wing, yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
As strangely enough, the McLaren seemed to struggle a lot in the dry.
Our rear is also a little bit crumpled, so.
Yeah, no, it looks like he's got front end damage.
But at this point we were catching him by 5 seconds a lap, and just a lap later I was already on his tail, looking for an opportunity to line up a nice move. And just like that, he just runs wide. I send it down the inside because there is space, and yeah, I just pass him very cleanly. There's no real contact, and we were now effectively in P3. So yeah, amazing. We were still doing very nice pace. It was becoming wetter and wetter and slippier, so we were losing a little bit of pace, but we were still way quicker than the guys on wets. And as Nick is dying in the background, we are still closing the gap down to Mr. Mata.
We think it's time to consider wet tires. I got the message.
Okay. Cool.
But the forecast says overcast, so that worries me a little bit.
We can keep it if you're not struggling for grip.
It is very difficult. It is very, very difficult.
If you want me in, I'm fine going in. I don't really mind.
Okay, I'll stay in the car then, I think.
And so I would be staying in the car for a double.
For one more, and then I will be done, I think. So I stay out one more. Oh, do box this lap then. Okay, do
Almost
not.
caused a fucking accident by making sure I didn't get a penalty. Right, so you're staying in.
Yep.
Fresh tyres.
And so at this point I was already in the car for about an hour, but as I was filling up the car for 28 more laps, or even more in the wet, I would have to stay in the car for another hour, maybe a little bit more.
Oh, that's so. I feel so bad for him.
Yeah.
He managed to get back. It must have hit like 1 lap too early.
And we were now back out on the track on wet tires. Let's see if we can keep up the pace and close the gap a bit.
Bahrain and I don't get on.
Bahrain means death.
Bahrain.
Hey! Homie! I'm also driving here, buddy.
And sometimes in sim racing you have to get your elbows out a bit.
Hey, Tom Cheek. He's still in the car, what the fuck? Or maybe it's his brother or something. because it's also Team Tomczyk.
And yes, I was right, because it was family Tomczyk. They were all participating together. But there was one guy, Bruno Tomczyk, he was in the car for a ton.
12 more laps. Or I will have to piss like a racehorse after this one.
And yeah, 2 hours in the car is a long time.
Oh, I'm starting to feel tired now.
And Nick is becoming sleepy.
Well, let me tell you, it's very difficult, so once you are in the car, you won't be anymore.
Yeah, I'll park up while I'm driving.
I've got a sweat on.
And focusing for so long, even in a cool room, is actually quite intense. Especially when that can happen during any moment.
Whoa.
Luckily we are still alive at the end of my stints now.
Hey, you have blue flags, comrade. You cannot defend.
Ah, Portugal, yeah, that was 3 laps down. No.
Fuck me, that cost me so much.
And yeah, this guy was 3 laps down, but he was defending me like it was... his life was depending on it.
Okay, I'm boxing this lap. Get ready.
Yep, I'm ready.
Alright.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe it's probably down.
Okay, I'm boxing. I'm not making the same mistake.
Roger.
I learned from Kota.
Yeah, please don't try and go around with less than 1 lap's worth of thing again. That was mildly buttock clenching.
Oh, wrong button. The entry was so good and then I fucked it up. Okay, good luck, brother. I'm going to take a piss.
And with that, my stint was finally over. Time to hand it over to Nick and to actually bring it home for the finish. And it seemed that every time I wanted to give flowers...
To be honest, it's been quite clean in terms of like actual driving. It's just been people doing stupid stuff.
Stuff like this started to happen.
Is he letting you through?
Nope, we just missed the echoes.
The vent.
And honestly, at this point we were just amused by it.
Thank you for that, Ferrari.
And even then he got terrorized some more.
That was bad luck.
So yeah, the traffic management, while it is very important, it is still RNG.
Because crossovers 47s, so...
Yeah. But the Birkhoff was a really good guide. Because he was like 1 or 2 laps early, but...
He's the canary.
But it was drying again and Mr. Birkhoff was coming in for slicks again.
Okay, Birkhoff is starting his first real lap now.
And obviously while Nick can drive on his own,
Pelosi also went on the mediums. Maybe it's better if I check on him.
I went on a scouting mission to actually find out if they were driving some nice pace on the slicks.
70s across the board.
Okay, now Pelosi is flying. He's really flying.
Yeah, that's what I thought this might be the crossover.
Yeah. If you want to go in, go for it.
Yeah, I'll do it. So I haven't set anything up yet. Kind of in the middle of a long right-hander right now. It's basically just putting new mediums on.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Only do not repair.
Yeah.
But I think that should be fine.
And from this moment onward, if we were able to get Nick out on slicks, that would be the last tire change of this race.
Nice.
Never even ever scared back.
I was.
Wait, what's it say?
Okay, I don't want to scare you, but Pelosi just crashed. He's driving again. Go up on the TC a bit. Well, it's still stationary.
And so while the slicks tires were definitely faster,
Get out of the way, because I have no grip.
the first lap would be absolute torture. They would provide with 0 grip and the track was still a bit damp here and there, so as soon as you miss your braking marker you go insanely deep. But luckily Nick is a wise old fox and he manages to keep it on the track in one piece without any real accidents, as you can see. And let me tell you, these situations are not easy. Like, it is very difficult because you are non-stop driving in changeable conditions. You are non-stop getting hounded by cars like this blue Mercedes behind. And even though he is obviously a lap down, he wants to recover his track position and is more than willing to push past in order to do so. But as we are in a very good position, we just want to stay clean.
Half a second quicker than I was on the wets. So
Yeah, you're.
48.4.
But now the tires were starting to warm up.
This is exactly the crossover now. But even if they go in now, they will still have to warm up their tires.
Yeah,
So.
yes, I mean, we're even if when they pit, I'll be P3 again.
Yeah.
And they've still got a warm-up phase. Pelosi's actually the one we're worried about now. Because he's probably going to be like 2 seconds lap quicker.
And so the 4 cars ahead still have to pit for their slicks, so let's see where we end up in effective track position.
No, don't worry about him. He was 5/10 slower last lap. No, Shamrock, not streaming. I am not good enough of a content creator yet to be streaming. I'm too much of an amateur. But I am recording, and I will edit this into a nice video. Last 47.0, hell yeah.
And Nick in the wet was just unlocked.
You are exactly the same pace as Pelosi, so don't worry about him.
And Pelosi was one of the top guys.
What are we doing? Pit.
So Nick was doing very impressive pace.
Lau is pitting, I'll check.
Of course, I'm still in my spotter role.
Yeah, we have him covered by a mile. Oh, yeah, he's coming out now.
Yeah, I'm at pit entry. So.
Yeah.
And as Mr. Lau is coming out from the pit, Nick is already past him and we are now up into 4th position.
Oh my god, I'm not racing you for fucking position.
I'll get in the
Get
chat.
the fuck out of the way.
And this guy was blocking for a few corners even though he was a few laps down, so obviously I'm instantly in the chat, P10, move over, yield, and instantly he does so luckily. And at this moment in time our tire call was really starting to pay off.
You are 1.5 seconds faster than all of the guys ahead who still have to pit. Okay, Joseph is standing still now and you are on the straight, okay.
And as we were passing the McLaren because he was standing still in the pit lane, we were also unlapping ourselves from the leaders.
This guy doesn't battle. I'm quite clean battling him right now.
He will know.
Because they were still on wet tires and they were choosing to just stay out and tough it out. We were now effectively in P2, but as we still had to do a dash, splash and dash at the end, we were most likely in effective P3.
Just drive this pace, just keep doing you.
Just drive flat out and see what happens.
Yeah,
And as Nick was doing really well,
you're doing extremely well. So.
I was just encouraging him to just keep on doing him and just keep on driving the same pace, extract what he can.
BMW.
Just goes turbo wide here. Yeah, nice. Oh! Yeah, flash him, it's his mistake. I'm gonna quickly switch to my desk, my ass cannot handle this anymore.
Okay, yeah, nice. Oh, cat, please fuck off away from the keyboard. Thank you. I'm not having that happen again.
As I'm now switched to my extremely messy room.
I saw my MFD screen change and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then I heard my cat meowing. I'm like, oh god, no. There's no respawn all over again.
But if you are still watching 38 minutes in, I will trust you keep that quiet for me. Thank you.
3 4 seconds.
Ooh, death.
F.
Oh!
Good brakes, please.
Nice.
Oh god,
Okay,
I
he
went really
did
wide
it.
just to make sure.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah.
But with 30 minutes on the clock, there's still plenty that can happen.
That's Sprangler, isn't it? Yeah. So do you want to know a fun fact? We've lapped everyone other than P3.
We almost have a guaranteed podium.
And as I start looking more and more like a zombie, it is becoming apparent that we have almost lapped everybody except the top 3 guys.
No repair, no tyres.
Oh, you have new
no
medium set.
Of course, it is still important to nail the last pit stop, so some quick chatting and verification confirmation before we do so. And this will now pretty much guarantee us being put out back in P3. And so this is now the last pit stop, it is the last stint. P3 is an incredible result for us, so we really would just want to bring it home safely.
Well, now it's only a daily race left, Nick. You know how to do this.
Yeah. Yeah, standard ELMS.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. The adrenaline from the driving is leaving my body and now I'm getting tired. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I'm more wide now than I was before I got in the
Yeah.
car.
Hello. Most likely last lap.
Yeah, most likely. It depends. I mean, Shamrock's made a good point. Like P1's like 5%. If this goes another lap, they could be very close to running out.
As I had quickly gotten myself an alcoholic beverage to celebrate.
I did actually see they did actually swap positions as well.
Yeah, I also noticed just...
As Sales made a mistake allowing Van der Haase to pass for the lead, but that doesn't matter to us. We are applauding Nick for bringing it home.
Another one in the books.
Yeah.
Let's go. 2 out of 2.
And with this being our second endurance race and finishing both out of them, I am very happy.
Amazing result. Nice.
Oh.
Hell yeah. Thank you Shamrock, thank you Kulo, thank you everyone.
Oh. So my keyboard back on now, the cat's not fucking near me.
Oh,
P3.
P3,
Car number
well,
17.
Yeah.
And at 5:30 AM in the morning we are finally done. P3, more than happy with it.
10 positions gain, boom, boom,
Plus 10,
boom.
yeah.
Of course, none of the team rankings are truly established,
Bronze 3, we can get to...
so this always looks a little bit weird. But yeah,
We lost to 10 drivers slowly.
You were expected to finish 3rd. You gained driver rank, okay, thank God.
Yeah. Cool. Great, we're getting negged by again. Hey, I got most consistent again.
Wait, what? How? You have lower consistency grade, so how did you get most consistent?
My average was lower than yours, I guess, because I had longer dry stints, probably.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, that's weird. But whatever.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
I mean,
might
we're
be.
both pretty damn consistent.
Yeah. Otherwise the P3 wouldn't have been possible.
so yeah, a podium in our second attempt in Split 1. What more could we have asked for? If you have watched this all the way to the end, you are obliged to leave a like, maybe even leave a comment, and if you haven't already, subscribe. I hope to see you all in the next one. I have been OSW-Sim-Sports. Ciao.